Welcome to Ace My Exams Learning. Let us get started with today's learning.
Life Orientation Grade 12. Question: assess the consequences that workers may have to consider when choosing to participate in strike actions. Participating in strike actions can be a powerful way for workers to express dissatisfaction with their working conditions or employer practices. However, it comes with the following potential consequences that workers must carefully consider. 1. Strained employer-employee relationships. One significant consequence of joining a strike is that participation in the strike may strain their relationship with their employer, which may be difficult to restore once the strike is over. Workers may be viewed as disloyal or uncooperative, even if the strike was legal and justified. Employers may also develop distrust toward employees who participated in the action, potentially affecting future promotions or work opportunities. This strained relationship can lead to a tense workplace environment, making it harder to rebuild mutual respect and cooperation after the strike ends. 2. Increased workload and workplace division. Strikes often result in a shortage of manpower, leaving co-workers to bear the increased workloads. This added pressure may lead to resentment and frustration among those who chose not to strike. Over time, this can create long-lasting animosity and division among workers in the workplace. A divided workforce undermines teamwork and collaboration, which are essential for maintaining a healthy, productive environment. The division between striking and non-striking workers can even extend beyond the strike period, affecting workplace culture and morale in the long term. 3. Financial strain from salary reductions or wage losses. Participating in a strike can have immediate financial consequences. The employer may have to consider reducing salaries, especially if the business is financially affected by the strike. A reduction in salary can mean that workers no longer are able to meet their living expenses, placing them and their families under significant financial pressure. Additionally, workers may have to consider that they may not receive their regular wages during the strike period, and not having alternative sources of income may place financial strain on them and their families. This can lead to accumulated debt, inability to pay bills, or reliance on social support systems. 4. The strike may fail to achieve desired goals. Strikes do not always produce successful outcomes. The strike may not yield the desired outcome, which could result in workers having to compromise or accept alternative solutions that may not fully address their concerns. This outcome can be disheartening and may lead to feelings of frustration, especially after making personal sacrifices during the strike. Workers may return to the same conditions they protested against, or worse, be forced to accept changes that are even less favorable. 5. Risk of job loss or retrenchment. Perhaps one of the most severe consequences is that they may be at risk of losing their jobs or being retrenched, especially in companies that experience financial losses or operational challenges due to the strike. Losing employment places individuals in unnecessary financial difficulty, especially in a tough job market. Retrenchment not only affects the individual worker, but also disrupts the stability of their families, potentially causing long-term economic insecurity. 6. Negative impact on the national economy. Widespread or prolonged strikes can impact more than just individual businesses, they can affect national productivity. The strike may have a negative impact on the economy of the country, and this economic disruption may further increase the unemployment rate in the country. Strikes that paralyze key sectors such as manufacturing, transport, or public services can ripple across industries, slowing economic growth and reducing investor confidence. These macroeconomic effects hurt workers collectively and may contribute to job insecurity across sectors. 7. Loss of employment benefits. Another important consideration is that workers may lose some of the benefits in their employment package, such as medical aid, pension contributions, or performance bonuses. The loss of these benefits may negatively impact their living standards, particularly in situations where workers depend on these benefits to support their families. Losing benefits can mean reduced access to healthcare, delayed retirement planning, or even long-term financial instability. 8. Risk to the business and customer relationships. When strikes occur, businesses may fail to maintain consistent operations. The employer may fail to sustain customer-business relations or offer supply of goods or services, which may result in putting the business at risk of closing down. A company's reputation and reliability can be seriously damaged by long periods of disrupted service, leading to a loss of clients and contracts. If a business collapses, all employees, regardless of whether they participated in the strike, stand to lose their jobs. Therefore, workers must weigh all the consequences before choosing to participate in strike actions. While it may be necessary to voice concerns and fight for fair treatment, the potential outcomes, strained employer relationships, workplace division, salary reductions, failure to achieve goals, job loss, economic decline, loss of benefits, and business closure, must be fully understood. These consequences affect not only the individual, but also their co-workers, families, and the broader economy. Question: how could worker-employer relations be improved in the workplace? In each answer, also indicate how this may benefit worker-employer relations. Effective worker-employer relations are essential for a successful and stable workplace. The strategies below can help to improve these relationships to foster a more positive working environment. 1. Encourage open communication. Having an open-door policy, being open to discussions on any matter that may be important to both workers and employers, promotes a culture of trust and transparency. It allows employees to express concerns, ask questions, and share ideas without fear of being dismissed. When management makes itself approachable and available, it signals that employee voices matter. This approach may make both parties feel free in engaging on any subject at hand, which fosters open dialogue, resolves issues quicker, and leads to a better understanding between workers and employers, ultimately strengthening trust and cooperation. 2. Embrace differences constructively. Regarding seeing or viewing differences as an opportunity for collaboration transforms conflict into opportunity. Rather than seeing disagreement as a threat, workers and employers can use different viewpoints to fuel innovation and problem-solving. This promotes mutual respect and encourages inclusive discussions where every opinion counts. It also may encourage constructive, healthy debates between workers and employers, which in turn may promote overall teamwork in the workplace, as both parties unite around shared goals while respecting each other's perspectives. 3. Involve everyone in decisions. Creating an environment that allows all stakeholders to participate in decision-making processes increases employee involvement and accountability. Workers feel more connected to the goals and operations of the organization when their input is valued. This collaborative environment builds team spirit and commitment. As a result, it may ensure that everyone is working towards a common goal, and this may foster a positive morale among workers and employers, leading to a more motivated and aligned workforce. 4. Uphold professionalism always. Staying professional at all times ensures that communication remains respectful, objective, and focused on solutions, even during stressful situations or disagreements. A professional tone in all interactions maintains dignity and shows respect for every individual. This professional behavior may make workers and employers feel valued or respected, which helps to sustain overall healthy relationships in the workplace by reducing conflict and increasing mutual appreciation. 5. Show trust in employees. If employers would show trust in their workers, it empowers them to work confidently and take ownership of their responsibilities. Trust builds a sense of independence and reduces the need for micromanagement, allowing employees to thrive and feel appreciated. Demonstrating confidence in workers' abilities may enable them to work more independently, and this sense of autonomy creates a more favorable work environment for all, where employees are more engaged and productive. 6. Communicate changes transparently. If employers would keep all parties up to date with any possible changes in the system or organization, it reduces uncertainty and allows workers to prepare for transitions. Clear and timely communication ensures that no one feels left out or surprised by decisions, promoting understanding and cooperation. When employees are informed, it may be easier for the affected parties to adapt to the changes, and this openness prevents conflict between workers and employers, helping maintain a stable and united workforce. Therefore, to improve worker-employer relations, organizations must invest in strategies which create a respectful, inclusive, and efficient workplace that benefits both employees and employers.
Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe and be the first to know when we upload new videos.